This machine looked like a metal coffin. Doctors built it in the 1880s. They wanted to help patients who could not breathe by themselves. Workers placed a weak person inside a sealed tin tube. The tube was big enough for a chest to rise and fall. A motor pushed air into the tube. The pressure forced the lungs to expand. Then the motor pulled air out, letting the chest shrink. The rhythm matched a normal breath. The device was called a negative pressure respirator. Some people called it an iron lung. The name sounded scary. Yet the cold metal sparked fear in families. But the device could keep a child alive during a severe flu. Parents thanked the invention when a fever broke and breath returned. The form of the machine was simple. It had a long cylindrical shell. Inside, a wooden stretcher held the patient. Metal ribs ran around the cylinder. Large hand cranks or steam engines powered the airflow. The function was clear: to move air without a mask. The machine did not touch the lungs directly. It used pressure changes to do the work. This saved the delicate tissue from damage. The aesthetic was harsh. Shiny iron met polished wood. Heavy bolts showed the era's love of visible mechanics. The design reminded people of factory gear. That was the point. In the 19th century, doctors believed strong metal could defeat illness. They trusted machines as much as herbs. Critics called the lung a death box. They feared it would trap souls. In reality, the device gave hope. It bought time until the fever faded. Over time, better models replaced it. Yet the original design still haunts museums. It tells us how fear and care can sit together. It shows that even scary shapes can hide a gentle purpose.